Hogwarts never stopped. Another student was found petrified. Then another, and another. The teachers searched every corridor, every classroom, and every hidden passage beneath the castle, yet the monster always disappeared without leaving a single trace. Everyone believed the answer was somewhere inside Hogwarts. They were right, but the one person capable of finding it never did. Hermione Granger never discovered that the monster was a basilisk. She never connected the spiders fleeing the castle. She never realized the victims had only survived because they had seen the creature indirectly. Without that single discovery, everything began to fall apart. Fear spread through Hogwarts faster than magic itself. Parents demanded that the school be closed. Hundreds of students returned home before the end of the term, convinced they would be next. Professors could offer no explanation because they had no idea what they were fighting. Harry continued hearing the mysterious voice inside the walls, but without Hermione's discovery, he believed it was simply another strange ability connected to being a wizard. Even Dumbledore couldn't understand why only Harry could hear it. Meanwhile, the basilisk kept hunting. Nearly headless Nick was shattered beyond repair. Colin Creevey was attacked before anyone could warn him. Justin Finch Fletchley disappeared completely after wandering into an empty corridor alone. The castle slowly became a place where every footstep echoed with fear. Lucius Malfoy watched everything unfold with quiet satisfaction. As long as no one understood the Chamber of Secrets, suspicion continued to fall on Dumbledore. Parents blamed the headmaster for failing to protect their children, and pressure from the ministry grew stronger every week. Eventually, the decision was made. Hogwarts would close its doors for the first time in centuries. Students packed their belongings, believing the nightmare was finally over. They were wrong. Tom Riddle's diary had never wanted the school. It wanted Ginny Weasley. As Hogwarts emptied, Ginny fell completely under the diary's control. There were no teachers watching her. No classmates noticing her strange behavior. Every day, more of her soul slipped into Tom Riddle's hands. Then, on the final night before the castle closed, Ginny vanished. Harry and Ron searched desperately, but there was no torn page in Hermione's hand. No clue, no answer, no chamber, only silence. By the time they discovered the hidden entrance, it was already too late. Tom Riddle no longer looked like a memory. He looked real. Every life the diary had stolen had made him stronger. Months of attacks had given him enough power to leave the chamber for the first time in 50 years. Harry faced him alone, believing destroying the diary would end everything. It didn't. Riddle had already become powerful enough to survive without it. The diary was only the beginning. Fawkes still brought the sorting hat. Harry still pulled out the sword of Gryffindor. The basilisk still fell, but Tom Riddle remained standing. For the first time, Harry understood what had happened. Every victim had fed the diary. Every attack had brought Voldemort's younger self closer to becoming human again. Without Hermione solving the mystery, they had given him exactly what he wanted. Harry barely escaped the chamber with Ginny alive, but Tom Riddle disappeared into the darkness before anyone could stop him. Months later, strange rumors spread across Britain. A brilliant young wizard with dark hair was gathering followers. He called himself Tom Riddle. No one realized he wasn't the original Voldemort. He was something far more dangerous. A second Dark Lord. One carried decades of experience. The other possessed the intelligence, patience, and ambition of a young genius who had never suffered defeat. When Voldemort finally regained his body, he expected loyalty from his younger self. Instead, Tom Riddle refused to kneel. Two Dark Lords emerged. Death Eaters split into rival factions. The wizarding world became trapped in a war unlike anything in history. Not between good and evil, but between two versions of the same monster. And it had all begun because one piece of paper was never written. One mystery was never solved. And one brilliant witch never realized that the monster hiding beneath Hogwarts had green eyes, poisoned fangs, and answered only to the heir of Slytherin.